I'm so excited to share a big goal accomplished in today's Comic Book Editions video. Mind blown. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thanks for stopping by today. We have a lot of things that we'll accomplish in this video, including an AOK unboxing from Matilda Gothika. I also attended a comic show, and I'll show you some of the books I picked up at that event. I have a few runs that were completed that I'll share with you. And for me, a huge collection goal accomplished. So I'm excited to talk to you about that and everything in today's Comic Book Editions video, plus some new subscriber shoutouts as well. Thanks for being here. By the way, if you're new to my channel, make sure to click the subscribe button before you leave, and clicking the notification bell will instantly inform you when new content is added to my channel. It's a great way to show support to my channel and means the world to me. So Matilda Gothika got a hold of me and she said, I have something for you, and I believe it's a drawing that she did. So all the way from Israel to my house, and I was surprised actually how fast it got here. That's what we have to unbox today. Before I open this up, I want to say that I've left a link to Matilda's YouTube channel in the description for this video. I first became aware of her from Matt, the boy who had 7. And I think it was his 12 Days of Christmas when he featured her on one of those editions is really how I really got to know Matilda. And to me, she is so refreshing. She is a breath of fresh air. I love how she just says it the way it is. And in a world of people trying to be something else or portray a different image, Matilda doesn't do that. Matilda does Matilda. She does it well. And I don't even think sometimes she's trying to be funny, but she is funny. And but she's very kind as well. And I enjoy the times that I get to interact with her. I enjoy when she puts out content on her channel, especially live streams, because you never know. It's so unpredictable. Or when she's on Cover Slingers on the Gray Man's channel too. That's always a fun time too. So I've seen her post artwork and AOK some artwork out to other community members. And I was excited when she said that she drew something with me in mind and wanted to know if I wanted it. Of course I want it. So that's what we're going to open up today. I'm probably going to put you into fast forward mode real quick, and we'll find out together exactly what she sent. Okay, I've got to pause for a second here because something fell on the floor. I'm not sure if it's packaging or just something to pat it with, or if it's something that I need. So, 1 second. Okay, I'm glad I picked that up because it instantly made me smile when I saw it. It's a cat. I know Matilda just got a cat too. So, meow. That's cool. That's awesome. I know exactly where I'm going to put that at, where I can see that every day. Cool, thank you. There's a note and it says, read me. We will follow instructions. Dear Mr. Ryan, I hope my package finds you well. Sorry it took so long to send it to you. Take care. Well, thank you. I am doing well. No worries on the time. I was just excited that you wanted to send something, that you thought of me and wanted to send something my way. So, truly appreciate that. We're going to find out together what it is. Here we go. Oh, I love that. And I love the paper she put this on too. It's like real thick cardboard. Look at that. That's awesome. You did a good job, and she captured my favorite era of Wonder Woman too, like the Bronze / Copper Age Wonder Woman. So that's awesome. I love it. Very, very nice. That's great. You did a good job, Matilda. Thank you so much for thinking of me, for wanting to send this my way. I'm very happy and proud to be the owner and recipient of this. And thank you for your friendship too and your kindness. So, and you know what, for entertaining me, I think I'm a hard cookie when it comes to entertaining someone. I mean, it takes a little bit for someone to entertain me. I'm not just a pushover in that department, and you entertain me, and just stay being exactly the way you are, and know how many friends you have in the comic book YouTube community too, that love you, including myself. So, thank you. That's awesome. That is great. I'm stoked to have this. Colors turned out well too. The reds just pop on it. Good job, Matilda. Awesome. I want to take this moment to shout out some new subscribers to my channel. I always say I couldn't do this without you, nor would I want to. And our new and recent subscribers to my channel include Spine Ticks. And Spine Ticks, I want to congratulate you. You hit 1K, 1,000 subscribers on your channel. I'm proud to be one of those 1K, and I thank you for subscribing to my channel also. Let's do a shout out to Daniel Styrick, as well as Big O FGCU42. And that's FGC, the letter U, and the number 42. They are all new and recent subscribers to my channel. Thank you again for subscribing to my channel, and make sure to check out their channels as well, sub them up too, so you can enjoy content that they're producing. We'll help grow this community that way. So recently I had a chance to go to a comic show, and this town had a comic show since January of 2020. So it had been about a year and a half since they had a comic show. And one of my really close friends, he and I always go to the show together. And I actually hadn't seen him since January of 2020 at that last show. So it was nice to get a chance to visit with each other. This show was a little bit different. First of all, my favorite vendor wasn't there this time. Although there were some good vendors, the prices were good. I was kind of concerned since back issue prices have kind of really become a seller's market. No, the prices at pretty much everybody's booth were really good and really fair, and you could find deals there. So what was really different for me about this show is usually when I go to one of these comic book shows, I come out with enough books to fill an entire video. I come out with like 20 plus books. That's not so much the case this time. I only came out, I think, with 5 books for myself, although I did buy some other books which are AOKs. That have been sent out or will be sent out to some other folks. So I did buy more than 5 books. I won't be showing the AOK ones. And for those wondering the difference between a comic show and a comic convention, this is a comic show. It's just a bunch of dealers set up in a hotel ballroom for one day. There's no cosplay, there's no panels, there's no creators, there's no celebrities or nothing like that. So instantly when you got there, you always get a free comic book. And this time around, they had a lot of Copper Age comic books to choose from. And the one I decided to take for my free comic is this Fantastic Four issue, Flame No More. It's Fantastic Four number 302. I actually already had a copy of this. I wasn't sure if this was an upgraded copy for me or not, but the big difference between this copy and the one that I already had in my collection is, and I've been waiting for an excuse to say this, and I'm saying this for you, it's a newsstand. Edwin always said it better, but I tried. So I read this, and man, it brought back things that I had completely forgotten about the Fantastic Four, like, and I won't spoil it, even though this is a decades-old book, who Johnny Storm, Human Torch, Johnny Storm, who Johnny Storm married. I had forgotten that. So, because he is a newlywed in this issue. So that's how the comic show started out. My friend actually found this book for me when we were going through bins, and he said, well, this looks like a book and an issue that you certainly would enjoy, and he was absolutely right. So we got some Silver Age Justice League number 60, the Queen Bee versus Batgirl with some help from the Justice League. So this is a book I've been wanting for some time. I think Queen Bee is a pretty cool villain, and I like Batgirl a lot too. So my friend hit the nail on the head with this. And The prices that you see on this, they were 50% of that. So this is $16. I paid $8 for it. It's not in bad shape. So I'm happy with that. And it's another one I also get to check mark off of my Justice League of America list. So I'm under 100 issues for volume 1. And I know that that's still a lot to go, but like I said, anytime you can check mark another one off the list, to me, that's a success. Here's a book. I saw this on the wall, and once again, it was half price again, so I think I paid $17.50 for this, if I'm not mistaken. And it's Superman's girlfriend, Lois Lane, and it's issue number 71. Now, recently, I was able to pick up Superman's girlfriend, Lois Lane, issue number 70, which is the first appearance of the Silver Age Catwoman. This issue is the second appearance of the Silver Age Catwoman, although she barely is in the book. And after I picked up that Lois Lane number 70, which was part of my top 12 goal list for 2021, I had a conversation with silver-haired Bronze Age Babe, and she says, oh, wait till you read 71. It's such a disappointment. And was she correct? 70 was really good and really well written, and 71 was a snoozer for sure. There's actually 2 stories inside this issue, and the one that they chose for the cover is not the Catwoman's, not the conclusion from the previous issue with the Catwoman, but is the second story. It was disappointing. But I have it, I wanted it. I didn't think $17.50 was that bad of a price to pay for it because I had been pricing this online as well too. So to me, that felt like a bargain. And had I not gotten it now, it probably would have gone on the 2022 goal list. This book is Superman number 240. Now I have 241 and 242, which features the mod era Diana Prince, the non-powered Diana Prince. And it's part 2 and part 3, I think, of a 3-part story. Although it's from a bigger storyline that had been happening for about a year in the Superman comic books. And Diana Prince's mentor, I Ching, was in part 2 and part 3, and I knew that he was in this part. I didn't think the mod Diana Prince made an appearance in this issue, although I Ching did, but I decided to pick it up anyway, for $5. And Diana is not in it, and that's fine. I Ching is in it, and I really have the full 3 parts of the meat and potato of that storyline coming to its culmination. Is that the right word? I probably totally embarrassed myself. But I'm happy, and I enjoy this era of Superman anyway, regardless. So to me, it was a good pickup. Here's one, the final one that I have to show you that I picked up for myself at the comic show is one that was on my top 12 goal list for 2021. So we get to check mark another one. World's Finest number 169. Look at that. It is the first team up between Supergirl and Batgirl. And as a matter of fact, it's Batgirl's 3rd appearance overall. My only regret about this book is I bought it, then like the next vendor I went to had 2 copies of it that were in nicer condition. They were a little bit more expensive, but not, but still within, I should say, my price range of what I was willing to spend. So I wish I'd gone to the other vendor first, and I probably would have gotten those, but I'm not disappointed with what I have here. The story is pretty out there, but it's a Silver Age DC story, so you kind of expect that. And I'll just tell you, what else would you expect when you have a story that teams Mxyzptlk and Bat-Mite together in the Silver Age? You're going to get a pretty out there story. So let's take a check right now of my top 12 goal list and see how that's progressing, as we have now check marked World's Finest number 169. So what does that mean now? We're 9 of the 12 goal books for this year completed. All right. And I wouldn't be surprised if we don't end up looking at that list before this video is over with again. So I ended up going to a local comic shop. This is not my default LCS, although it is the comic shop that is closest to me. It's actually closer to me than what my default LCS is. I have such a relationship. I have a couple decade-old relationship with what I'm using as my LCS, so they're not going anywhere anytime soon. This store, they have some good books, but it's a mess. I mean, nothing is in order. Books could be all over the store in terms of back issues. I mean, they could be in the back of the store, in the front of the store over here. There's not a lot of a filing system going on. And they're really nice people down there, though. But one thing that I don't like, and I don't like this anywhere, you have to bring your back issues up to the counter and then find out the price of what they are. I don't like that. And that especially kind of irks me when it's a book in the recently picked up box. Well, you just picked up this book and you've got a price on it, so that's not the price? I don't know. But I started out with the recent additions, the recent pickups that they had, and I saw this book and I went, oh my gosh, if I could get this for especially the price that's stickered on this, I would be really happy. And I did. Bronze Age Inhumans #5. And you know what this means? This was the last issue that I needed to complete this run. Goal accomplished. Yay! It makes me so happy. I've been looking for this so many places, and when I find it online, I just thought they were asking too much for it. But I got it for $5. Well, $4.99 technically. And I completed that run. Score. Another run that I completed at this shop was Secret Society of Supervillains, another Bronze Age title that I enjoy. I just needed issue number 9, and they had this for $5. So I ended up getting all these books for the price that the sticker was, so that did make me happy. So yes, I've completed my Secret Society of Supervillains run too, which was another goal for this year. And they had a near full run of SSOSV. And although I already had it, I kind of wanted to upgrade my copy of issue number 8. So I took advantage of this opportunity and did so. This issue number 8, issue number 1 and issue number 8 are some of the first back issues of Secret Society of Supervillains that I remember buying as a little kid in my collection. So my number 1 probably could use an upgrade too, but that's a little bit of a pricier book, and no default plans on replacing that anytime soon, at least. Unless the price is right, you never know. But number 8, mine was a little bit worn, so I was happy to be able to upgrade that too. As I said, I've got the complete run of this title right now. I also have the 2 hardcover reprints that reprint this entire title, so I'm very happy. This book is the last one that I picked up at the store, and it was a complete impulse book. It was just for the fact that, first of all, they had 2 copies of this. For as old as it is, that surprised me, and they both were $5. So for the funsies of it, I said, I'm going to pick this up too. And it's a title we were just talking about a few moments ago. This is Superman's girlfriend, Lois Lane, and it's issue number 52. Lana and Lois are going to put aside their, what's the best way to say that? They're going to put aside their differences, rather, and go after the new woman that's going after the man that they both want. So, wonky Silver Age story. This is now the oldest in my Superman's girlfriend Lois Lane collection of issues that I have. This is the oldest one so far right now in my collection. So it was 70 before this. Now it's 52. But for $5 for Silver Age Lois Lane, that's in fairly decent shape, I think that's pretty good. So the last 3 books that I have to show you, I turned to eBay for. And the first one, you might remember a very sad story that I shared in a previous comic book editions video. I had ordered this book, it arrived, and there were like 4 pages missing from the inside. Although they didn't look ripped out, and the staples didn't look like they had been opened up, but for whatever reason, 4 pages were missing. And I was so sad because I got this book for such a good price at the time, and I thought, But I knew I needed to get a complete copy of Wonder Woman Volume 1, issue number 104. So now I've done this. This one is complete. Obviously, it's lower grade as well. That's okay. The fact that it's complete. I'm not so much a condition snob, but I don't like coverless or detached covers, or if a coupon's clipped, that doesn't so much bother me if it doesn't affect the story. But if pages are missing that do affect the story, then it does bother me. And I certainly think it was just an oversight on the seller. I don't think that they did it on purpose. I don't think they knew it until I mentioned it, and I got my money back. So it ends with that. It all ends now in a happy story. But what makes me even happier is I always said I needed 3 Silver Age Wonder Woman comic books to have her Silver Age run in her title on up to present day. Well, now this means I only have 2, because I counted the 104 that I needed to replace as one of those 3. So I needed 3, now I need 2. Did I say I needed 4 before? I might have. If I did, oops. I mean, I needed 3, now I only need 2. So, yeah. And something that, when I got down to 2 and I started going, there's only 2 more that you need to complete that Wonder Woman run. And I've been looking for this because it was the #1 book on my top 12 goal list for 2021. Wonder Woman Volume 1, issue number 100 is mine. I found what I think is a really good price for this. Obviously low grade too, but I was happy with it. Yes, I'm very, very happy with it. So let's pop that top 12 goal list for 2021 back up again and take a look as we've X'd out the #1 goal book, which I didn't even think I was going to be able to get this year, but I did. Wonder Woman Volume 1, number 100. So that means the bottom row wins for sure. 10 books out of 12 completed, 1 Marvel and 1 DC left. Who's going to win that race, Marvel or DC? I guess we'll find out soon. Won't be in this video though. But when you get down and you say, oh my gosh, I got my #1 book, the one that I didn't think I would be able to get for 2021. #1, it makes me go, well, achieving this top 12 goal list for this year feels a lot easier now. And the other thing it does, I say, I only have 1 Wonder Woman comic book from the Silver Age left, so I can have her Silver Age run on forward. And I go, that feels so achievable and so doable. So I did it. Wonder Woman Volume 1, issue number 102. Huge goal achieved by having this. I now have every Wonder Woman comic book from the Silver Age, issue number 98, on up in her title. Now there's some guest appearances that she made in other books that I need. Not so much like the DC Comics Presents or The Brave and the Bold or anything like that. More like Justice League or a cameo in a Flash comic book or something like that. There's a few of those I need to pick up, but I'm going to work on those too. It blows my mind to think that when it comes to Wonder Woman comic books from Volume 1, I only need Golden Age ones. That blows my mind. I never thought. As a young collector, I never thought that would happen. It just, I don't have words for it. Am I going to start in on the Golden Age? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pick up some Golden Age books if the price is right, if I can find them. You never know. I never thought I'd be able to accomplish this, so I don't know. But issue number 84, which I'll pop up right here for you so you can see the cover, that's a book I'd like to get. Not because it's a key or anything. The cover just intrigues me, and I don't believe it's available digitally either. So some of these Wonder Woman stories still haven't been available digitally. I'd just like to read it, and I think the cover is awesome. So I'd like to get that at some point. You know what? Since I have 98 on up, having a 97 would be great, you know? Maybe start collecting it backwards if I can. I don't know. Right now, I'm not going to focus so much about that and the future goals and just enjoy this moment that I'm in right now of accomplishing that goal. Never thought it would happen. Wow. So with that joyous news for me and my collection to share with you, we're going to bring an end to this comic book editions video. Thank you so much for making it all the way to the end. Drop me a comment below. I especially love to know your feedback about everything that I showed today. We can dialogue about anything that you want. Comments are always appreciated, welcomed, and encouraged. As I said before, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure to do so now. Click the notification bell so you know when new content will be added to this channel. Share this video and this channel with someone that you think might enjoy it. That's another great way to show support. Thank you again for all that you do for me and the support that you show me and the love that I feel from you. You guys are the best. And thanks for making it to the end of another Comic Book Editions video. Take care, and I will talk with you soon.